What's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Usual Suspects. I'm your girl, Shar Johnson, with my husband, the God, Brother Hiram Akeem.
Listen, man, since it's all hers, listen, I want you to do something that could be all yours. This channel could be all yours just by simply subscribing. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let somebody know that we are definitely happening by hitting that share button. We do this thing every Tuesday, and we do it from the fashion of the Reporter newspaper. That's right. The Reporter newspaper is Akron's own Black-owned publication, and it's been in business over 50 years. And we give you all the news from the Reporter newspaper. Speaking about all the news, Shar Johnson, what are we talking about today?
Let's start out talking about Erica Mena remembers side chicken for DJ Envy and a phone call that ended it all. All good things come to an end. And DJ Envy's affair with Erica Mena was no exception. The kicker was, it was a phone call from the Breakfast Club's wife Gia that marked the end of years of Erica being the apple of Envy's eye. Asked Mena if she knew about Envy's spouse, and she stands by her not knowing a connection existed between them. I knew about the kids, and it was always told to me that she was his kids' mother, never the wife. And I didn't get that realization until I got a phone call from the wife, Mena added. Envy's affair with Mena came years after he and Gia got married in 2001. In a February 2013 episode of The Breakfast Club, the radio personality discussed his time cheating on his wife. Mena was not specifically named as Envy's mistress, but that didn't prevent the DJ from speaking about her in a less than stellar manner.
Man, you know what? I feel funny. I'm just let it be known. See, this would be called dropping tea. Okay, hold on. Let me get the cup. So this is the teacup, y'all. This is the teacup, right? That's why it's there, because she drops a lot of tea. This is Shar Johnson with the tea. It's tea time. Shar, what's going on? Tell me what you think.
Okay, so before we get into that, make sure that you go to our website and you can actually get this cup, t-shirt and sweatshirts. Go ahead and support us there so you can be sipping the tea with me when I'm telling y'all about the tea. So, Carlos King, he did a part 1 and a part 2 interview with Erica Mena, and this comes after the Love and Hip Hop season, where she calls her fellow coworker, ex-fellow coworker, Spice, a blue monkey, and then she ends up losing some of her TV contracts.
Wait a minute, she's still talking about that?
So this is where this comes from. So
Okay.
This article is basically an extension since she came out with the Carlos King interview. And if you guys haven't seen it, you can go to Carlos King, follow him on YouTube, and you can see the interview. It's part 1 and part 2.
You can actually see it on the Reporter newspaper online on the entertainment section. But go ahead.
Right, on the entertainment section. So they were talking about basically her whole lifespan, if we would say, of her being, in the entertainment business. So in the beginning, before she was on Love and Hip Hop, Erica Mena, she was doing, I guess you can say, video vixen things and appearing in different videos and things. And a girlfriend introduced her to DJ Envy. Okay, so for a couple of years, not quite sure, but it says from like 2008, 11, 13, but it's over a span of years, more than just one. She was dating him. At the time, he was DJing, so her and her girlfriends would always be where he was at as DJing. So one particular night, while she's at the club where DJ Envy is DJing, she gets a phone call from DJ Envy's wife, Gia. And she lets Erica Mena know, basically, is you cheating with my husband. Now, at this time, Erica tells the story as if Envy has talked about the kids and said that Gia was basically his baby's mom. Never divulged that that was his wife. So, Erica, basically was saying on the Carlos King interview, like, she was blindsided. She didn't know that he was showering her with gifts, spent the bag on her and all that. And once the wife called her, it ended. Now, her first season on Love and Hip Hop, I think it was a couple of episodes or so. Don't quote me on that. If y'all remember, drop it down, in the comments. DJ Envy gets on The Breakfast Club and talks about him cheating on his wife with someone who was basically not in his league and not in his status and was lesser than him. But he didn't specifically say who it was, but Erica Mena confirmed it was her on a Carlos King interview. So I just thought that was kind of crazy, seeing how we watched her through the Love and Hip Hop era and knowing that you have been more than a side chick more than once, and you mess with females, and then you want everybody to have sympathy for you for the things that you are going through right now with your ex-husband, what's his name, Safari, and everything. You want everybody to have sympathy for you. At the end of the day, all this shows me is you took precedence of saying, yeah, I was a side chick, but I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I ain't got nothing to say about that. What are we talking about next?
Side chicken. We're going to talk about Queen Latifah. She slams DJ Academics amid beef with Saucy Santana. Queen Latifah has fired off a shady response to DJ Academics amid his beef with gay rapper Saucy Santana. Their feud first started when DJ Academics dissed City Girls rapper Young Miami and called her talentless and a one-trick pony. He also accused her of being homophobic after she called him a gay slur, which he deemed ironic, considering Bestie Santana is a gay man. Santana responded in an Instagram story, Hot New Hip Hop reports. Me being her best friend, it don't have nothing to do with me. In the hood and in a lot of urban cultures, when you see boys that are acting feminine, being messy, and being extra and doing saucy shit, that's what you address them as. Queen Latifah also clapped back on her Instagram story, calling him out for targeting black women. It's crazy to me how DJ Academics is crying scared to say anything to Saucy Santana because he's a gay man and he's scared of getting canceled. Her post begins, but has said some of the most outlandish, vile, disrespectful, and demeaning things to black women with absolutely no fear whatsoever.
Wow, so it looked like the queen has stepped on the scene saying some things, okay? The queen stepped on the scene saying some things, right? First off, this whole situation is messy as hell. I don't even like saying that because I feel kind of funny. But you know what? I will say, in Academics' defense, okay, he apparently is calling out the big guns, or at least the big gun is, coming to his defense and helping him against the community, okay? And you know what community I'm talking about. The Saucy community. That's what you call it, right?
I call it the Saucy community.
Right, so
yes.
apparently I saw on DJ Ax's latest podcast with Troy Ave, my man Whack 100 showed up. He made some phone calls, you know what I'm saying, to get some of the community, some of his thug community members, you know what I mean, to go and handle that, go do, you know, square up with the Saucy one, okay? Then Ray J on the phone as well. He talking to Ray J on the phone, Whack 100, and they're calling some community help to go check Saucy for my man DJ Academics. Now the thing that I'm saying is the truth. I gotta say this because everybody else is saying it. The way Saucy Santana said what he said to DJ Ack, and you know he said he's gonna whoop his ass and then
take it.
And then take his style, okay? He said, I'm gonna whoop his ass and then take his style, okay? Listen, I don't think that's fair that he get to say something like that. And DJ Ack is so scared and so uncomfortable to say anything that he's got to reach out to the community to fight the community. Hell, Queen Latifah comes on and she says she don't like the fact that DJ Ack is even saying anything about the black woman. I like her point though. She says he would let anybody go slide if it's a male. That's what she was suggesting. If it's a dude, he won't say too much wrong about a dude, but he'll go hard on the black woman. This is what Queen Latifah was suggesting. He'll go hard on the black woman, and so scared of the Saucy community. Am I off on that? Let's go.
No, you're not. I get what you're saying. But I'm gonna raise you one. I mean, it's good to know that he got, some males out there with that strong testosterone that's going to, testosterone. That's going to, let him know, hey, we got your back.
No, they were talking gay people or homosexual LGBT people.
I said he had some people with some strong testosterone that can pick up and call some people that he know that can get some backup for the DJ Act Up, because DJ Academics can't do it himself, because the truth about the matter is if he says the wrong things or even retaliates on what Saucy Santana says, the truth about the matter is he will be canceled, because everything.
So you don't blame you don't blame how he handling it in the aftermath?
He has no choice but to handle it in that way, because the things that Saucy Santana said and the way that he came at him, dare he not to even respond, because the initial response was from the comments that he made to the city girls.
Right.
Now, in my humble opinion, now this is just my opinion. Not that I condone anything Saucy Santana said, but I get where he's coming from. You got something to say about the city girls. You got something to say about this young lady being a one-hit,
one-trick pony.
One-trick pony. You said something about her that is coming to the end. You said something that you felt like she calling you out of your name and saying, but it's iconic because your best ironic that your best friend is Saucy Santana. I think if he had just left it there, he would have been good. If he just left it there. But you went to saying that, y'all should have just let individuals keep writing y'all stuff and all the different things. I believe sometimes DJ Academics need to know what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. Saucy Santana just looking at it as, you got to beef with her. Whatever y'all going back and forth on social media, don't bring me into it. Because see, you'll go back and forth with them, but you're not going to go back and forth with me or any other male, whether we saucy or not. So by you putting my name in it and it's my best friend, you might be forgetting that in this community, we stick together when it comes to our friends. You may not have none to have your back like that, but I'm going to let you know right now. Since you came at my friend like that and I'm who I am, I'm going to give it to you and let you have it.
I'm going to give you what and let him have what? No, gee, you wilding out here. Gee,
I mean,
what the hell you saying out here?
I said I'm not condoning anything that Saucy Santana said, because Saucy Santana said some harsh things. And if anyone else had said those type of things to a woman or even to that community, they would have been canceled. You know, they would have been coming up with charges. People would have said, oh, you dead wrong. You should have never said that. You know, to say what you're going to do to somebody. I mean, you basically said, I'm going to sodomize this man. I'm going to beat you up and sodomize you and ridicule you and everything.
He should be canceled for saying that.
He's not going to be.
I know, because they're being governed in a good way that's going to protect them from saying this wild stuff. Listen, speaking about wild stuff, it's been a while since I mentioned the Reporter newspaper online.com. Listen, we're going to talk about the Reporter newspaper as a whole. It's a real newspaper, y'all. The Reporter newspaper been in business, man, for over 50 years. I said that at the beginning of the show. But this is that time of the year that you get a subscription.
A yearly subscription.
Talk about it, Shar.
Well, you can get a yearly subscription for a small amount of money. And that small amount of money is going to support a Black-owned, Black-operated newspaper. Not only did we talk about what's going on here in our area in Northeastern Ohio, but we talk about what's going on everywhere, as you can say. And all the entertainment news that we read, we get it from the entertainment section, and you can get that from the Reporter newspaper online.com. And if you want to support the Reporter newspaper online and you want to get your yearly subscription, you can call them at 330-535-7061 and let them know you heard about their yearly subscriptions from the Usual Suspects podcast.
Hey, listen, speaking about that, man, we want to tell everybody, hit that like button. Let somebody know. That helps our algorithm when you hit that like button. And also, we got Shar Johnson in the building. She specializes in all the modern gossip, all the tea for you to see and everything. And also, she's a journalist as well. We've been doing this thing. We've been dealing with the Reporter newspaper for a while, but we are doing it now for our YouTube followers, y'all. Y'all better feel me. Hit that subscribe button and hit that share button. Let somebody know we do this every Tuesday. Shar, what we doing right now, though?
We're going to talk about D1 and Rick Ross argue on IG over charity and harmful lyrics. D1 and Rick Ross have been engaged in a war of words on IG for days, all stemming from D's open disapproval of Rose's new Shaq and Kobe collab with Meek Mill. The Uno rapper recently appeared on Sway's Universe, where D called out Ross, Meek, and Jim Jones for still glorifying killing people in their music after so many hip-hop artists have been slain. D lumped Meek, Jim, and Rose into a category he calls DGs, aka disappointing grown-ups.
Yo, D1, rapper from the South, okay, doing his thing. I like what he's charging people with right now. You like what he's charging people with?
I get where he's coming from. Is he considered like a conscious rapper or a gospel rapper? Like
he's dancing between that. I don't want to call him a gospel rapper, but
okay.
But he'll talk about Jesus in a minute. But he's definitely spiritually conscious. And he's moral, and he's morally conscious.
I like that.
Speaking of the fact that he's a morally conscious guy, what he's saying in the article, what he's saying to Rick Ross of the beef that they're having, it's not a beef.
No, it's not.
He's saying that he ain't saying it the way I'm about to say it. He's saying, God damn it. Oh, okay, bam. God damn it. This is me at the table. You are too old talking about Jim Jones, Meek Mills,
and Rick
Ross to be still killing niggas in your rhymes.
That's true.
To lead a blood trail of murder and death and mayhem on your tracks and you releasing in 2023, sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get on. But he's saying, God damn, all these people really getting killed in real life. He's talking about rappers now. He ain't talking about the community at large. He's talking about rappers.
Right.
And you're a rapper still slaying niggas in your rhyme. Look, I'm doing that shit that I told you. What the hell? I need to stop that.
I mean, he's doing, I get what he's saying. Y'all supposed to be considered or ushering into the OG status right now of this era. Right? So at the end of the day, you're supposed to be showing the up and coming rappers
where we're going.
Like are you supposed to usher them over into, once you get in here, after you bootlick and tap dance to get into this industry, you're supposed to usher who's coming behind you into something different. I'm gonna tell you, I hear many people say that Jay-Z is one of the greatest rappers or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you, the last, well, I ain't gonna say last, one of the last albums that he put out, and I listened to, what was it, the 444?
I get.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I think that's the best one I've ever heard, because I'm listening to what he said, and at the time he put it out and what he was ushering over into.
You know we had an album at home, right?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
And what he's ushering over into, he's not talking about what he wasn't rapping about what he was rapping about when he came into the game.
Come on,
you hear what I'm saying? He wasn't rapping about, guess what, the early 2000s. He wasn't even rapping about what he was rapping about in the mid 2000s. I think, to me, that was the ushering over into, I'm giving y'all some real game and telling you what it is about. If you really listen to the lyrics in that album.
Goddamn, why you get so excited over the hip hop? You wasn't that excited over T. This supposed to be my spot.
What I'm just saying, that's what Rick Ross, Jim Jones, and Meek Mill is supposed to be spilling. Period. You're supposed to be having the individuals in our era who grew up with you or listening to your lyrics saying, damn, look how they didn't grow. Look how they didn't blossom. And you're supposed to have the young ones saying, oh man, this is something I'm going to really study, because they speaking some real stuff. So guess what? Hands down, it's not a beef at all. D1 is just keeping 100 with the D.
I tell you what, I can wrap it up, but I got to say something that was dope. And babe, give me here. I'm so glad you my motherfucking girl. That hip hop shit you be popping off is dope. And and I get this at home. This ain't no show. This is real. Listen. Also, the thing that I know that made Rick Ross feel, I could tell he was hit. He was wounded with the comment. Mm-hmm. He's supposed to be my OG. What did he call him? He said the DP. Look in the article and tell me he gave him he said you're supposed to be something, and it was D1 created.
They said disappointing grown-ups.
Yeah, just
what
was that?
DGs.
Yeah.
Disappointing grown-ups.
That's what he called him, a DG. Instead of OD, you a DG.
You was a DG.
So Rick Ross got hurt about that. I can tell because he started throwing his community degrees out. Let me tell you what I mean by
you've been giving turkeys for 20 years?
Yeah. Well, I know he ain't talking about me. I've been giving turkeys and all this stuff. You could tell you hit it a little bit. And look, Rick Ross is my dude. I don't have nothing negative to say about the boss. Okay? But
Rose. You got nothing to say about Rose?
I love that cat. But the fact is, mass success, he represents success. He represents three-dimensional thinking. I'm going to say it again. Three-dimensional thinking is imperative for the black man, right?
Okay.
And it's most important, right? But when he got hit with that what was the abbreviation?
It's called DGs, disappointing
DG. When he got hit with that, it was the truth. So he had to come back with his little community degrees. What are we talking about next?
We're going to talk about Larsa Pippen reacts to Cardi B's mocking her for having sex 4 times a day. Cardi B called BS on Larsa Pittman's lofty sex life claims months ago. And now, more than half a year later, she's finally weighing in and sticking to her bedroom story. A while back, Larsa went on Andy Cohen's Watch What Happens Live and said she and her ex, Scottie Pippen, used to bang 4 times a day, but noted even that wasn't enough to save their marriage. Reacting to that, Cardi went on IG Live about a month later and called Larsa out for what she considered clout chasing, not to mention tall tales of lovemaking. She said doing it that many times in a day means something seriously wrong with either the man or the woman. Of course, she also took some vulgar shots, saying Larsa needed to stitch your coochie up.
They know how to stay in the news. And people just saying shit to be saying shit. Like, this is like old ass news, like almost a year. Okay? Larsa Pippen, for those of you who don't know, is Scottie Pippen's, okay? Listen to me very carefully. Scottie Pippen's wife.
Ex-wife.
Right?
Because she's now...
Hold on. You trying to get... You running the whole show. Can I actually say one thing there, please?
Oh, okay. I was just saying.
I know it's tea. I'm talking sports, though.
Okay.
Can I say at least sports part?
Okay.
Okay. So, Larsa Pippen is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, who happens to be dating who, babe?
She is dating Michael Jordan's son.
Right. Now, this is Michael Jordan's son. Sidebar. I will have a supreme issue if my woman is out there talking about how she used to break her ex-boob thing off 4 times a day, and I'm getting it considerably less. Okay? I'm just saying. You out here still promoting that stuff. That's how you get down. You got a sex drive like that. You're not a policeman. 4 times a day? I'm sure young Michael Jordan's son has got to be hitting it more than, I mean, he's a younger guy. You know what I'm saying?
I think he might be in his, 30s?
Yeah, and then Scottie Pippen was playing basketball. This man is just doing executive things. So he ain't got no energy issue to disperse. Scottie Pippen had energy issues, and he was breaking it off 4 times a day. But needless to say, I think Cardi B had an issue with that. Talk about it.
I think what Cardi B said is more plausible. I mean, even if it's 4 times in a day, it is not every day. Even if she did that in her younger years, you're not doing that right now. There's nothing you can say that I can believe that, not unless you're taking some female Viagra. Now, this is just my humble...
She didn't say right now. She said she was doing it like that.
Okay, yeah, so why are you bringing it up at this particular time? Because to me, if you're talking about that at this time, let's just say that that was true, okay? Let's just say that those nympho-ax tendencies was in the bedroom at that time. Let's just say that that was so. Why are you talking about it now? I mean, in my humble opinion, on the outside looking in, even though Cardi B was like, that's all cat, and you clout chasing, I'm looking at it, you're saying you're clout chasing because either you're trying to let the young girls know who's coming after Michael Jordan's son. Now, this is just me. That's coming after Michael Jordan's son. If you're not able to do it like I can, bust it wide open 4 times today, and pleasing like that, you little young heifers ain't got nothing coming. Or it is, yeah, let me just let you know what my stamina is, because you know, seasoned coochie is good coochie, and imagine what I was doing for him 4 times a day, but I'm only talking to y'all that got the money, you know, with the older ones, you know, which you can be pleasured with. And I'm talking about somebody older than Scotty and them, because, you know, y'all will probably fantasize if I can do it to y'all 2 times a day. That's the only thing that I can be thinking about for her to be openly discussing that.
Let me listen. First off, let's give a moment of silence and a round of applause for Larsa Pippen rationing out 4 times a day. Let's just give it up. I mean, fantasy or not, just come on. Come on here with the clap, babe. Come on with the clap. You're not coming with it?
I'm not clapping for that.
I'm just saying, okay? If she's going to use that as a propellant to keep the hoochie mamas away from her boo thing, You gotta give it up. She's literally saying, my man ain't leaving here with a hard on. He ain't leaving here with some lust in his mind. He's gonna be totally satisfied. Some people satisfy people with meals. My man ain't gonna leave the house without a good meal. Some people gonna satisfy their man with a clean house. My man ain't coming home. He's a king. He ain't coming home to a messed up kitchen with dirty dishes and stuff like that. Some women take care of men in a better and more professional way with making sure the bills is balanced. Each to its own, and they all are right. The black woman is the goddess. She truly is a goddess. But big ups to sisters like Larsa, who's doing. Oh, hold on, you can't. I'm talking to the brothers now. This ain't tea. This is facts. Okay.
No, it ain't. No, honey. With all due respect, she said even though she was doing that, and she talked about that with Watch What Happens Live on Andy Cohen. She said even though she did that, it didn't save her marriage. So, honey, you popping and pup pleasing 4 times a day ain't gonna keep your man, okay? That's why Cardi B said that's all cat.
Well, you know what? I also got to throw something else in before you go to the next. If you yelling and raising your mouth and being disobedient, and I did say disobedient, and you hollering at your dude, pointing in his face, just being wild, he can't tell you a goddamn thing, and you can't say, okay, babe, I got you. I don't give a damn how good the ass is. He gonna leave you. I don't give a good goddamn how good the 4 times a day is. If you ain't gonna do anything he say, you're not gonna do anything he suggests. You're gonna be 100% not with it, and you gonna get big bumping your gums and all that pointing and get all in your masculine energy. Your sex ain't gonna. He gonna forget about it. He's literally gonna stop thinking how good your sex is, and he'll be concentrating more on how whack you is as a woman. That's what I'm gonna say, and that's my manosphere token. Okay, what we talking about next, baby?
Let's talk about Krishan Rock recalls fight with Corley Ray for allegedly trying to bag Blueface. Krishan Rock has spoken candidly about her life and admitted that she once fought Coi Leray because she thought the player's hitmaker was trying to get with her baby daddy, Blueface. The reality star sat down with Hollywood Unlocked founder Jason Lee on Wednesday, November the 1st, where she revealed that she wasn't having it with Lorraine's alleged flirtation ways with the Tatiana rapper. Because I'm genuine, Krishan began, implying that Lorraine was fake. I thought she wanted to do a collab on some music, but really? She was just trying to out me, out the plan, and bag my ninja and some other shit. I'm like, you can have him. I just want the verse. We fell out because she wanted what she wanted. She had a hidden agenda when she hung out with me. If you read the whole article, she made herself sound not, so smart or whatever.
Who is she?
Krishan, first you saying that you noticed that Corley Ray was flirting with your man. At the end of the day, unfortunately, Krishan, she do too much and shows me that, you about getting wherever you can get and get where you want to go, because you know what she said? Oh, you can have my man. I just wanted the verse. So I'm sorry, I can't.
No, I believe that was her pride talking, babe. That was her pride. She clearly said, she clearly said in the article, I know she wanted my man with all that extra flirtatious shit like that. And let me stop doing that. But all that flirtatious shit like that. That's what she said. I recognize I peep game. You weren't here for music. You came to me in the form of you want to do some music. But in reality, with all that extra kicking and bullshit that these heifers be doing, you own my man. And she says, if you want him like that, you can have him. It wasn't like I just want a verse. It was, I literally befriended you to do some business, and you came through the door with some other stuff. That's what I read out of the thing. That's just me.
Okay, but when I watched the interview that she did with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, if that was the case, then she didn't show herself to be vulnerable like that. She was basically showing herself was, basically she could have had him if she wanted to. He wasn't going to come back. He was going to come back to me any old way. We just wanted to burst out the chick.
I didn't think she was being vulnerable. I didn't say
no,
vulnerable.
I said if that was the case, then you be vulnerable. She wasn't showing vulnerability to me. Basically,
I didn't say vulnerable. I said she was being prideful. I didn't say vulnerable. I said she was being prideful. Like, you can have a nigga. I just wanted to verse out you. That's not vulnerable.
Okay, and the pride gets you nowhere. I don't agree with it. At the end of the day, the female felt that she can come in there and be flirtatious with that man because at the end of the day, by you being powerful, talking all that stuff, popping on all your corn, no matter what he can do, he's still gonna come back to me. No. No, 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 no. Through the door. I don't give a damn how talented you is, what voice, what verse you about to lay down, or what everything you want to do. I'm sorry, you're not gonna sit here and flirt with my dude. You're not gonna sit here and befriend me. First of all, you don't be friends with these chicks out here in the industry, outside the industry. Ain't no podcaster gonna slide in the DM or slide on our thing. Oh, I like what you and your husband doing. I really like to work with y'all. No, you don't. Bitch, you want my husband.
That ain't what she's saying.
I don't care if that is or what she ain't saying. And she can have 5 million followers. No, you don't. At the end of the day.
What are we talking about next? Shit. So rude.
No, that's the truth.
Okay, what are we talking about? Ain't the truth, it's your truth. Let's go.
Wife of ex-NBA star Joe Smith released OnlyFans scandal was not in the marriage. Despite headlines created from OnlyFans scandal, the wife of former NBA standout Joe Smith has not given up on her marriage. In an interview with TMZ Live, Keisha Chavez discussed the viral video of Smith finding out about her OnlyFans situation. According to Chavez, OnlyFans was one of the few things that led to her nearly 13-year marriage being on the rocks. In the clip, Smith holds nothing back, letting his wife know what he thinks about her having an OnlyFans account.
And he was shocked and he was hurt. I saw the video. She had him stunting. She had him on stunt view. She was like having him recorded while she was letting, what the hell? Having him recorded while she was letting him know I got a fans only page. He was shocked. He was like, wait a minute, you got me recorded? And he was like, he was hurt. He was, see, let me tell you what he was really feeling. Wait a minute, I don't give a good goddamn what your past was, what freaky film industry you was in, what porn production you was producing, okay? What sexual scenes you was steaming up, okay? I don't care what you did in the past. With me, you threw that away. You're not doing that. I'm an NBA star. I'm making money. I took you away from all that, okay? That's what he was feeling. And then once a man claimeth the style, once he put his name on it and claim it, he wants something that's elite. Elite meaning unobtainable by normal guys. I'm going to say it again. Elite means unobtainable by the normal means and normal dudes. Unfortunately, she's no longer elite because the normal guy, herb, lame, goofball, whack dude, can pick up his phone, put $20 in, and see what was once elite now is no longer elite. That's what that brother was feeling. That's what that brother was upset about. That's what he's hurt about. This is something I've been dispensing my babies in. I've been intimately doing song and dance with. I've been doing the tango with my thing, okay? This is it. Now everybody get to see what's underneath the rod, underneath the roll, the robe and stuff. That's embarrassing. I'm saying I would instantly, if you had, wait, hold on, what you say? If Shar would do a film only, yeah, I'd be done with her. Because I have mine on a pedestal. And guess what, babe? Dudes walk with that limp. You know what I'm saying? With that limp? You know why we walk with our limp? Because we carrying a pedestal. It's our pedestal. We're just looking for the right queen, boom, to set that damn thing down, to put that goddess on it. The woman don't have the pedestal. It's me. I'm walking with my burden until I find something to rest it on. Okay. I put it down, put my queen on it. Unfortunately, most queens end up being things and they jump off. They can't handle the altitude up on the pedestal and they want to get down and do the same ghetto, ghetto, foolish, tacky, unclassy, stripper shit. Okay? And I don't give a damn how cute you are, how fine you are. And I do tell you that girl is a nice looker. Okay? Big ups to Cam for acknowledging the dopeness of old girl, okay? But at the end of the day, she got off his pedestal, even though he was struggling or whatever, and the lady feel like she got to get down and do what she got to do. I'm just saying, this ain't tea, bro. This is reality. I'm trying to educate my brothers, right? Okay? I'm trying to educate my sisters, right? You ain't doing nothing to a dude at all, nothing to him until he puts you on a pedestal. What I mean by doing something to him? He's not acknowledging you until he say, "You're mine. I'm putting you here." Don't get it confused if a nigga just tricking some dollars off. Don't, that's nothing. You can get a couple dollars. You can get your phone bill paid, girl. God damn, you can get that. But to be on this pedestal here, to be representing what's behind your head, man, you better feel me. You better feel me before they kill me. That's all I got to say about that.
Now, before we go on to the next article, I got to weigh in from a female's perspective.
Okay.
You got a bunch of kings out here taking these things and trying to make them queens. But they wasn't even raised to be a queen, or things weren't even implanted into their head about them being queens. Unfortunately, my Black is Beautiful community, yes, has been tainted. But not everybody came from the tribe of kings and queens. They didn't. Some came as warriors, some came as was in tribes of workers or farmers. They just did. At the end of the day, every female, I don't care for how pretty she is, how she look, or whatever. If you didn't get with her and know what this was about, you should have known she was a thing. She was a thing before you married her. You just was the one with the bag. She got lucky. Then when you got into the slumps and you didn't have it like that, she didn't cover you. She didn't make it seem like, oh, no matter what, he was the king. It wasn't no for better or worse, rich or poor. Damn, nigga, now I got to get back out here and do cock shots and show some titties and stuff and get us back where we was at so I can keep living the life that you promised me. I'm sorry, she was not a queen. That was a thing that he got off the screen. Point blank.
Goddamn, right off the screen. I like a screen. It was a queen, not a thing that he got off the screen. Let's go. What we got? OnlyFans page. Let's go.
The ATL leaves bad taste in the mouth of viral food critic Keith Lee.
Let's talk about that thing, man. What the hell is going on about that? Give it for the people, and they'll take a long time explaining it because I want to get into the meat and crooks. What's going on with that?
Well, basically, Keith Lee, he's a food critic, but he's very popular on TikTok. So him and his family will go to different cities, and he will frequent, the most popular restaurants in the city, and he will taste the food and basically give you his review on it. He went to Atlanta. He went to a couple of places. Some is well known. One of the places I didn't hear about until he actually did the video on. And he really didn't eat at either place because he sent his family in first. They were treated one way or told that it was a certain type of way or they wasn't going to get the table. Whatever the case may be, couldn't even get carry out. But when he pops up, because they know who he is, and recognize him from...
Wait a minute, hold on. So you're saying he didn't eat at both places?
He didn't eat
because that thing happened to him twice.
Twice.
So he went in, he sent his family in twice.
Yes.
And none of them was able to get fed in two places.
That's right. Wasn't
okay,
either.
Okay, for the record, I only heard it was one, but go ahead.
It was two.
Okay, I only heard it was one, but go ahead.
I
mean, you already said your point. I'm saying it so we can be covered on both.
Okay, sure. Yes. So he did it to two different, establishments. And, but when he went in, they was, because they recognized who he was, they was like giving him tables immediately after they had told his family members that he was going to be a 2-hour wait, or it was going to be, a certain amount of time. Then in one particular place he wanted to go, and they let him know it wasn't the family member asked for to-goes, and they let it be known it wasn't no to-goes or anything. So he went and made a video basically saying, I'm just an ordinary person, and, I want to be treated like everybody else. I did not want preference, if I come into your establishment. Treat me like you would treat any other customer, okay? He made the videos. You had some that chimed in and let it be known that this has always went on in Atlanta. This is how it is, or whatever. And you had some that disagreed with him. I myself personally don't understand why it's such a big thing, because he was trying to let it be known one of the restaurants invited him to come. He sent his family in. They did not get, served. He went in. He chose not to get the service.
First, let me right there, so maybe you can correct me. Okay, you're saying one of them sent for him to come.
They invited him.
Okay, and he didn't go in there. He sent his family in.
Mm-hmm.
His wife.
Yes.
Did she come in there with Keith Lee branding outfit or anything?
No,
did she come in there? I'm Keith Lee's manager. Did she have Keith Lee on her back?
No, she did not.
Okay, so it's unrealistic to believe that she should get Keith Lee treatment. Okay, at the end of the day, I'm sorry, Keith Lee ain't a normal dude. He is a popular social media guy that do food critics. He do a food critic thing. So if they say I'm inviting you to come, if you invite me to come and I send my damn sister to go in that you're not familiar with, she's going to get the regular treatment. Peaches is going to get the regular treatment. Okay? If I send you in and they say I want Hiram in there and I send you in, hopefully if you're dressed in that attire, they will recognize you. But they asking for Brother Hiram. Okay? But how dare you, Keith Lee? Damn! How dare you? Hold on. You mean to tell me, after what my woman is saying, I'm going off of what you're saying, that they invited you in and you send your girl in there like we know what your girl look like? No, you're going to get the
That's
regular.
His wife.
I don't give a damn. It could be his damn mama. I don't care. Nobody know his mama. They don't know him. I don't know what his mom look like. And there's no disrespect to his mama or his wife. They want you in there. So you telling me they sent him an invitation? He don't go in there. He go and sends his other people in there, and then they don't know he's with her. That's his fault. Yeah, that's some new knowledge there.
Okay, okay, babe.
That's not right.
Okay, listen, y'all might gonna have to settle this debate right here. Okay, sweetie, I'm just gonna be honest about it. Okay, now this is just me coming up with something, but this is how I'm looking at it on the outside looking in.
But no, you're not on the outside looking in if you're making this up.
I am making it up on the outside looking in.
You're not looking in. You're just saying you're making it up.
I'm making this up.
Okay.
Okay. Keith Lee was invited. Now, this is me. This is my opinion. And this is I'm making it up. Okay?
Say no. All right, go ahead.
This is just that. This, me. He was invited about the restaurant. He might have already knew some people, in Atlanta.
You made that up.
I made it up. I said he might have. I said he might.
I didn't make sense. Go ahead. I'm saying you making. When I know you're making it up, I'm just gonna say it. You ain't got to say it because I know you're making it up. I'm just gonna be like, that's not real, and that's not real.
Okay.
Let's go. So we're making a fake article up. Let's go.
All right. He might have already knew some people in Atlanta, right?
That's possible.
And I'm coming to Atlanta, bro. We're gonna hook up. I'm gonna go check out some of these restaurants. I was personally invited to go to this one particular person he talking to. Yeah, bro. This particular one treats people like this. This is what they say about the, about.
You're making all this up, right?
I'm making all of this.
I know you ain't got to keep saying that. I'm just letting them know this is not real.
And this, and this one, whatever. He's like, oh yeah, bro. And they invite me so I can get them a good review for their restaurant.
You ain't even got that kind of excitement, but go ahead. I ain't never seen him that live, but let's go.
Oh yeah, bro. That's what they doing.
What's that? That's your Keith Lee?
This my Keith Lee. Yeah. That's what they doing. They treating ordinary people like this. patronize their business? Oh, they trying to get more people in there, or are they trying to get celebrities to come there, to patronize their business? Okay, I'm going to check out what you're saying. This me making it up. Ma, wifey, we'll try to go in here and, and see if these people going to get you a table, because I got to see if the things that I'm hearing about these restaurants is true. Now, I know they're not going to invite me if I come to Atlanta to come and stop by their restaurant, because they know, if I give a good review, they're going to be popping on popping on popping. Because one of the restaurants, sidebar, there's always complaints, even before Keith Lee went in there. One of them I never heard of until he went. But one of them, a famed one, always complain. And the food talk about is basic and how they had to wait and overpriced and everything else. And because, they're attached to somebody famous, but it'd be a lot of complaints. Now, I seen that and heard about that before even Keith Lee went there, or even before anybody else had to say anything. And the restaurant I'm preferring to, not trying to be funny, it's the Old Lady Gang, which is Candy Burrs and her husband, Todd Burrs' restaurant. I didn't heard about this way before Keith Lee even attempted to go to get a meal from out of there. Okay. So this is something that I had already been following on social media. The other one I've never heard of before. So, and that's the honey pot, the honey melting pot, whatever it's called. So I'm thinking that might have been the one, that, his partner, that is my opinion.
No, it ain't no opinion. You making stuff up.
I am making up.
You can't call it an opinion.
Okay, not an opinion. My made up story to make it make sense. Okay.
Because the reason why, look, let me sidebar you. Everything you're saying is not in the article.
No, it's not.
We're reading from the Reporter newspaper. You're just making conjecture up
because of the things that are being said.
Right, so you're making stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's cool. As long as you say you're making it up.
Oh, yeah, I'm making it up.
But I'm here to say this. At the end of the day, I just realized at the end of the day, this guy is a food critic that goes around talking about food.
In different cities.
But here's the thing. Places. Here's the thing, though, because I don't like the fact that he didn't eat and he had something bad to say about the service.
He didn't say anything.
He did. He said that's bad when you say I didn't get. They looked out for my wife and not me. They looked out for me and not my wife. That's bad. I'm saying at the end of the day, he is on social media saying not so good things about a restaurant simply, and maybe he don't know it's bad. Because you seem to not think by saying they show favoritism to me and not my wife. Of course they're going to show favoritism to you. Do you know what Peyton Manning's wife looked like? Do you know what Michael Vick's wife looked like? Do you know what Denzel Washington's wife looked like?
Yes, I do know.
No, you don't. No,
yes, I do, because I see her on social media. I do know what Denzel's wife looked like.
Okay. So if Denzel's wife come in here and walk in,
I would know who she was.
Cap.
It ain't Cap. I follow them.
Listen, baby.
No, I would know who Denzel's wife looked like.
See, you're in the mode of arguing.
Okay, I'm not trying to argue.
You're missing the point. The average person won't know who Denzel Washington's wife is, Peyton Manning's wife, or Michael Vick's wife. That's a fact. But so if Michael Vick comes in, he's getting Michael Vick treatment. Denzel Washington comes in, he's getting Denzel Washington. He's not going to stand in no line. They're going to make a table for him. If Peyton Manning walks in, they're going to make it's Peyton Manning. So who does that? But I sent my wife in. I'm sorry, she ain't going to get Peyton Manning's treatment. Her last name can be Manning. She's not going to get the treatment. Miss Washington's last name can be Miss Washington. Denzel ain't with you. You just the nigger Washington. With all due respect. That's what it is.
Babe, with all due respect, to be perfectly honest, in this business, and you talking about fashion, you talking about anything that has anything to do with any type of stars in the limelight, you're supposed to know who's who and what they about. That's what we in the business for. And anybody that's trying to be in the social light of it at all, they're going to know who, when, where, and what. I'm sorry.
You lost. You
lost
this
I'm
one.
not.
You lost this one. You know why? You know why you lost this? We're talking about restaurants. We ain't talking about
No. These restaurants are supposed to be elite.
No, they're in Atlanta. No, they're restaurants. They're not social media followers or none of that. Don't get confused. Don't get Candy's thing confused. She's in the restaurant business, and that's a restaurant.
That's actually her husband's idea.
It's a restaurant. They're not
Okay,
in the-
but they got TV shows.
Hey, it's a restaurant. You think she in there cooking?
I know she's
You think
not
the
cooking.
manager in there?
She's just the face
You're
of
not
it.
listening. You think the manager in there at any of them restaurants are required to know what Denzel Washington's wife look like?
They should.
But they don't. It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant.
And that's
Ain't no
why
protocol. Ain't no protocol on knowing these people's. That's not in the interview. That's not. You can say I'm in Hollywood and I need you to know. I need you to know who Selma Hayek looked like and her husband. You know what her husband looked like?
No, I don't. But if I was there, I would make sure I knew.
Do you know who Angelina Jolie's dad looked like?
No, but I know what them kids look like.
No, it's
I know what her kids
Here's
look
where
like.
I beat you at.
But if I'm in a picture and I see an old man with her kids, I'm gonna assume he's somebody
He's not
special.
an old man. He's an actor. Stop it. Stop. I'll beat you on that one. I'll beat you on that one. But I'm saying the average person won't know. These are restaurant people.
I get
you
that.
You ain't gotta have no social media degree to run a restaurant and wash dishes or to sit people down. That's a hostess. The person at the front door is a hostess.
Nowadays.
No.
Nowadays.
No.
The black community in Philly ain't having it. After facing backlash for selecting a white artist to create the Harriet Tubman statue, the city of Philadelphia is moving forward with a black artist winning design. Alvin Petit's design for the permanent 14-foot bronze Tubman statue shows the abolitionist with her fists clenched in prayer as she prepares for battle. This woman was a soldier, a scout, a Union spy, a military strategist, and a war hero, said the Jersey City-based sculptor. Therefore, I captured a moment in time that shows her as a conqueror. According to the Associated Press, Petit's a higher power. The call of the freedom fighter will portray Tubman as a military leader.
This is hilarious to me. So they saying off top, Philadelphia is about to show some love to our beloved sister, freedom fighter, beloved sister, the leader of the Underground Railroad who fought in the Civil War. All these glorious things, they're going to make a statue for her. That's a good thing, right? But they petitioned a European sculptor. I'm going to say it again. They petitioned a white man to do it. Philly was like, oh, pump your brakes, bruh. We ain't going to let no white man paint our beloved ancestor, Harriet Tubman, or even sculpture. That ain't happening. Pump your brakes, right? And I say, damn, man, I got to say this. I'm like, they want some, they petty as hell in Philly. Yeah, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? I told my brother about the thing. He said the same thing I'm saying. He was like, man, they petty as hell, right? I told my other brother about the thing, that they was being petty as hell too. What's wrong with the white man making the sculpture? My other brother said, you know what? You should let the white man make the sculpture and be like, nigga, you ain't getting no money for it. Okay, stick it with the money. I said, this is crazy. So how do you feel about that? But the good news, they end up canceling the European and gave it to Alvin Petit, I think that's his name, which is a black guy of African descent, and he sculptured it. So all is well in Philly. What do you think about that?
I hope Alvin, not dismiss me, take away the Petit's name, because we don't know where it came from. Hopefully, and say Alvin X or Alvin, what his descendant name is. I agree with Philly. I agree, period, because a lot of the great art and great sculptures has been accredited to the Europeans, when we know there has been many African descents that has worked on it, chiseled on it, helped sculpt it, but they don't get any credit for it. So I'm rolling with 50. Nah, bro. No, can't none of y'all put your hands to it or nothing. Because who's to say down the Wheel of Hero time that whoever did sculpture, y'all gonna give, that praise to them and their family, and he captured Harriet Tubman in a certain way. No. That's right. No. Thank you guys for tuning in with us to another episode of The Usual Suspects. Always keep in mind that we are not the usual suspects. The usual suspects is those who always doing something, got their business out in the streets for us to talk about and share our thoughts and the articles with you. Don't forget to read the articles on the reporternewspaperonline.com. Make sure that you like this video if you haven't already liked it. Thank you guys for all the comments on the shorts and all the comments on the YouTube video. If you haven't followed us on any of our social media platforms, you can go do that today. You can follow us at AkronHipHop.com. I am your girl, Shar Johnson, with the guy, my husband, Brother Hiram I. King.